The Yaber V12 and the TMY T01 both promise a polished, smart TV experience in a portable projector. But despite the similar specs on paper, like native Netflix and Wi-Fi 6, they represent two very different approaches to a home theater. One is a refined, premium build focusing on image longevity. The other is a high-value challenger designed to deliver the most tech for the least amount of money. This video tells you which one actually holds up when the lights go down. Both projectors have Netflix. Both have Prime Video. Both have YouTube. For the most important streaming category, both projectors arrive pre-installed and ready to use without a streaming stick, without side-loading apps from unofficial sources, and without workarounds. The TMY T01 makes a specific point in its listing. No complicated side-loading, no third-party APKs, no extra streaming sticks. That statement exists because these are real problems buyers encounter with smart projectors at this price tier, and the T01 addresses them directly. Wi-Fi 6 handles the network connection on the current wireless standard, and the listing confirms wireless screen mirroring from iOS and Android devices works smoothly in one tap, which is a more generous mirroring implementation than many smart projectors provide. The Yaber V12 runs Linux with certified Netflix and major streaming apps. The certification matters. It means the app is the official version validated by the streaming service, rather than a workaround version that may break with app updates. The V12's Wi-Fi 6 also handles network connectivity at the current standard. Both projectors are at parity on connectivity technology. Where the V12 extends beyond the T01 is in the maturity and testing of its certified app ecosystem. The Linux platform on the V12 has been deployed and refined across a product line. App stability, streaming compatibility, and platform behavior have been validated at scale. The TMY T01 smart platform is less established, and buyers should note that the T01 listing acknowledges the fan is notably loud during operation, a real issue during movie viewing that the V12 specifically avoids. Edge. Even on streaming access, Yaber V12 on platform maturity. TMY T01 on screen mirroring flexibility. Multiple customers reviewing the TMY T01 specifically note that the fan is notably loud during operation. Fan noise in a projector competes directly with the audio. During quiet scenes, soft dialogue, and subtle soundtrack moments, the fan hum sits underneath everything the speakers produce. At moderate listening volumes, it is perceptible and distracting in ways that slowly erode the viewing experience. Viewers acclimate to it, but it represents an ongoing cost to every session that gets paid in reduced immersion. The Yaber V12 customers specifically praise the low running noise. That is not a universal claim. It is a specific, repeated observation that suggests the V12's thermal management keeps fan speed lower during normal operation. A projector you forget is running versus one you hear behind the music. For buyers who care about the actual experience of watching, this category alone may justify the V12's premium. Edge Yaber V12 on quiet operation during viewing. The Yaber V12's dust-proof enclosed optical engine was manufactured in a dust-free environment and achieves 99% effectiveness in preventing dust contamination of the optical path. Dust inside a projector's optical system is progressive. It accumulates over months and eventually appears as spots or cloudiness on the projected image. A sealed optical path prevents that from happening regardless of how long the projector is used or how dusty the environment is. The TMY T01 does not document an equivalent sealed or enclosed optical engine. For a projector used occasionally and stored carefully, this may not become a visible issue for years. For a projector used daily or in a room with any ambient particulate, an apartment where windows open, a room near a kitchen, and outdoor setup, the distinction matters over time. Edge, Yaber V12 on long-term image protection. Both projectors claim 1080p support. The Yaber V12 outputs at native 1080p, 1920 by 1080 pixels, the full resolution image with no downscaling. Customers consistently describe the picture quality as excellent and the 1080p image as genuinely sharp. The TMY T01 lists 1080p Full HD supported, which, consistent with how budget projectors typically specify this, indicates 1080p input acceptance at a native resolution that may be lower. Customers describe the T01's picture as crystal clear, particularly at night, which suggests the T01 performs best in controlled dark environments where native resolution differences are less apparent than in brighter ambient conditions. Edge Yaber V12 on verified native 1080p output. The Yaber V12 includes a detachable gimbal with a rotatable arm and a portable carry handle. The gimbal allows fine angle adjustment without repositioning the entire projector body, useful for ceiling mounting, shelf positioning, or any setup where small alignment adjustments are more convenient than moving the unit. The carry handle makes relocation practical for buyers who move the projector between rooms or take it outdoors regularly. The TMY T01 is compact and portable, with dual HDMI and USB ports for connecting game consoles, laptops, and other devices directly. The multi-port flexibility is a practical advantage for buyers who want to connect multiple devices to the same projector without a switching hub. No projection screen is included. The listing notes this explicitly and directs buyers to contact customer service if one is needed. Edge, Yaber V12, on placement flexibility. TMY T01, on multi-port connectivity. The Yaber V12 supports Dolby Audio with Bluetooth 5.2 for external speaker connection. Customer feedback consistently praises the V12 sound quality and highlights quiet operation. The audio experience is not being undermined by fan competition. The TMY T01 claims THX-tuned audio with Dolby Atmos support via Bluetooth 5.2, and also offers the option to use the projector itself as a Bluetooth speaker, a creative flexibility that the V12 does not advertise. However, the loud fan issue directly affects the perceived audio experience, particularly during quieter moments. THX-tuned specifications and actual perceived audio quality are not the same thing when the fan is competing with the speakers. Edge, Yaber V12, on real-world audio experience. TMY T01, on Bluetooth speaker mode feature. The TMY T01's ability to function as a standalone Bluetooth speaker, independent of its projection function, adds a utility dimension that the V12 does not offer. For buyers who want a multi-use device that can play outdoor audio without projecting an image, or who want to extend the T01's value beyond movie nights, that speaker mode adds a genuine secondary use case at a price point where every feature has weight. The V12's Linux operating system provides certified major streaming apps, but the platform's app store is narrower than Android TV or Roku-based projectors. Buyers who stream from services beyond Netflix, Prime Video and YouTube, regional services, international platforms, niche content apps, may find their specific service unavailable on the V12's Linux ecosystem. The major platforms are solid. Beyond that, buyers should verify availability before purchasing. The Yaber V12 wins this comparison, and the case is built on the daily experience of actually watching content rather than the feature list on the box. Quiet fan operation that does not compete with the audio. A dust-proof enclosed optical engine that preserves image quality for the life of the projector. Certified native 1080p with a mature Linux streaming platform. A detachable gimbal for flexible placement without manual realignment. Dolby audio with genuinely praised sound quality. At $320, it is the more expensive projector, and it earns that premium through the engineering decisions that define long-term ownership quality rather than first-session impressions. The TMY T01 at $93 to $110 is a legitimately impressive entry-level smart projector and the right answer for a specific buyer. Someone who wants pre-installed Netflix and Wi-Fi 6 at under $110, values the Bluetooth speaker mode, needs multi-device HDMI flexibility, or is willing to manage the fan noise for the value the T01 delivers at its price. At under $110 with pre-installed streaming and Wi-Fi 6, the T01 is a genuine value that is hard to dismiss, especially for buyers who are not yet certain projection is their long-term setup. But for the buyer who wants a projector that sounds and performs like a premium device in every session, the Yaber V12 is that projector. Both projectors are linked in the description below. Check current pricing before you decide. If you want more comparisons like this, hit subscribe. The Yaber V12 wins. Thanks for watching.